You know, people ask me all the time if I'm surprised by the fact that Jesse's been able to make the transition from behind the camera to in front of the camera in my videos, but I'm really not. He works really, really hard. But touchdown choreography, I never saw that coming at all.
All right, so I love the touchdown celebrations, but I think you need something new. I think it's getting a little stale. All right, so
what you got?
I like the snorkel. I like the snorkel. It's a classic. Okay. You know, just like the monkey.
Oh yeah, shake it.
Or my personal favorite, the sprinkler.
Oh, the
sprinkler?
You
really chop it on the way back.
How about something for ATHLEAN-X?
Oh, what if you give it like the X back and then flex? Let me see you try it.
The X. Flex.
Love it. Yeah, that's the way. That's it. That's it right there.
It.
Yeah.
Against Antonio Brown, stepping into the end zone for the Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown.
That's just raw natural talent. I mean, you can't teach that. What's up, guys? Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. Today I want to talk to you. Jesse. Yeah. I'm doing a video.
Sorry.
Can you do your rotator cuff work somewhere else?
I'm not doing rotator cuff work. I'm actually choreographing Antonio Brown's next touchdown celebration.
Oh my God. Can you get behind the camera, man?
Yeah, I can. But you know what? Trust me, you're gonna see this one on Sunday.
Guys, I don't know what to do with him. What I do know though is there is always room for rotator cuff work, whether or not he knew he was doing it or not. The fact is, guys, that there is something you should be doing for your shoulders. And you guys know how much I value face pulls, how much I value the rotator cuff, because I know how imperative it is to the function of your shoulder. And whoever has any issues with their shoulder can tell you that sometimes even the easy act of raising your arm up over your head in a regular press or side lateral raise in a regular shoulder workout becomes very, very challenging. It doesn't have to be, because the one warm-up I'm going to show you here today, you probably have never tried before, and I'm telling you it's going to go a long way towards making your shoulders feel way better, no matter what you're about to attack and do in your shoulder workout. All right, so here's the move. All right, this is actually kind of a combination of a few different things. Number one, you're going to see elements of a hammer curl. You're going to see elements of almost a side lateral raise with the elbows bent. And you're going to see elements of, I don't know, like basically a W raise that I've done here before at the very top. But the idea is it's actually making the rotator cuff work in conjunction with the other muscles of the shoulder girdle to warm up your shoulder for elevation, and it's actually helping a lot of people that have that notable painful arc whenever they raise their shoulder over their head. Meaning, if you have a shoulder impingement, which is a common malady that comes from training and developing imbalances in the muscles of your shoulder girdle, you don't necessarily have pain in this first 30 or so degrees of motion, right? You raise your arm up over here, there's no pain. It starts about here though, and you raise your arm up, and it gets up to about here, it really hurts, and all of a sudden you get some relief and your arm goes up over your head. Well, the issue here is that we want to be able to strengthen what's going on here, because what's mainly going on is the reason why you're getting impingement in this area is you have an overactive deltoid that's pulling and pulling the humeral head upwards into an impinged position without the counterbalance and the counteraction of the forces of the rotator cuff pulling that down or centralizing the head of the humerus inside of the glenoid, meaning keeping your shoulder in the middle of the socket as your arm raises up. Because if it doesn't migrate up, then you don't get that impingement. So what we want to do is keep it in there. And the only way we can do that is through the activation of those important rotator cuff muscles at the right time. So what we do with this exercise is you can see me break it down now. As I curl this up, again, I'll note first here that I'm doing it in a hammer curl position, not with a supination. Why? Because if you do have additional issues in your shoulder, like say a labrum tear, where we know that the long head of the biceps attaches to the labrum itself, tension in the biceps in this position could actually cause a little bit of a pulling and discomfort. So we can eliminate that simply by changing the position of our forearms here into a more neutral grip to sort of disengage the biceps a bit more and allow the brachialis and the brachioradialis to take over that flexion. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is we can go into this abduction. So as I'm starting to abduct and let my elbows leave the sides of my body and go up towards 90 degrees, again, this is the action that causes the problem when we have impingement. But at the same time I'm doing that, you can see I'm doing this external rotation of the shoulders. I'm getting this abduction with external rotation to put me up at the top. That is the key. I'm getting the activation of the muscles, the rotator cuff, at the moment I need them the most. And what will happen is, as I get to the top, if I have a slight lean of my torso forward, just enough to be against gravity at the top so the dumbbells are actually doing something, I actually feel a really, really good tension throughout my shoulder girdle, but no strain, no pain, just good tension. So you want to perform this, guys. I'm telling you, all you need to do is maybe do 1 or 2 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions using, I'd say, about 2/3 of what you normally use for a side lateral raise, and your shoulders are going to feel absolutely amazing. If you get popping, if you get grinding, if you get some of those that pain, like I said, as you raise your arm up, all that's going to go away. And it's going to make your shoulder workout much more productive that day. And if you keep this up regularly, it's going to do a whole hell of a lot to making your shoulders feel better from here on out. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful. In the meantime, if you're looking for a program that puts the science back in strength like we always do here, guys, all of our programs do that. They're all available over at ATHLEAN-X.com. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so you make sure you never miss a video from us. In the meantime, I got to go back and try to figure out what... Jesse, were you actually trying to teach Antonio Brown what his next dance is going to be?
Yeah, dude, of course I was. I'm telling you, you're going to see it.
Guys, back here again in just a few days. See ya.
Chargers had 2 pass interference penalties all season in 11 games, 2 tonight on Davis. Roethlisberger sliding, throwing, touchdown. Again, a ton of time, slides to his left, and that enables Antonio Brown to get free for the score.